Okay, let's start.
Okay. One more example. Ano naman itong absolute value? Now, let's have the following. We have your g of x equal to x over x squared minus 16 if x is less than or equal to negative 3. Square root of x squared plus 9 if x is between negative 3 and 4. 0 naman siya kapag x equal to 4. And finally, 6 plus absolute value of x minus 5 if x is less than or greater than 4. Okay. Pag ganito, yung gagawin natin, sabihin natin, i-analyze natin sa isa. So, let's call G pala tayo, no? So, that G sub 1 of x equal to x over x squared minus 16. Now, tingnan natin kung kaya natin maka-cancel tayo. This one is equal to x over x minus 4 minus x plus 4. Now, ano pansin natin? Wala tayong maka-cancel. Ang alam lang natin ito ay g of 1 is undefined. Saan siya undefined?
0.
X is equal to sa 4 at negative 4. Okay. Now, sa pangalawa, we have yung next function natin, g sub 2. G sub 2 of x is equal to square root naman ng x squared plus 9. So what do we have here? Hahanapin natin kung sa magiging undefined to. So kung square root naman yan, ano to? Kailangan yung nasa loob nito ay non-negative. So kailangan x squared plus 9 is greater than or equal to 0. Pero ano ang fact, ito dapat din yan. Pero ano ang factorization ng x squared plus 9? Okay. Well, unang-una, kung x squared minus 9 ang meron tayo, ang factorization nito ay x minus 3 times x plus 3. Pero ito, ano naman ang factorization nito? Actually, magawa na imaginary number. Bakit? Kasi ang x squared ay, this is non-negative. Kahit anong number yung square mo, laging positive, pero pag 0, 0 square, 0. Negative 1 square, positive 1. So non-negative, kasi 9, of course, positive yan. So, ang non-negative, pag-add ka ng positive, meron tayo positive. So this one is always positive. So, square ng something positive in a neighbor system, legit yan. Pwede kunin yung square ito. So, wala tayong mga undefined dyan. So, kahit anong isalpak daw dyan na yung number, okay na, kahit negative number pa yan. May makuha kang value. So, this one is g of 2 is defined for all real numbers. Yeah. Pero dito iba to, ibang kaso to, x squared minus 1. On the other hand, yung g of 3. G of 3 naman natin ay is equal to 0. Kung wala lang ito, tayo gagawa siya. G of 2 is equal to 0. G of 4 naman, ang G of 4 of x naman natin ay equal sa 6 plus absolute value of x minus 5. Okay, i-analyze natin ang absolute value of 6x plus 5. Alam natin ang absolute value of x minus 5 ay equal sa x minus 5 kung x minus 5 is greater than or equal to 0. Negative x minus 5 naman siya if x minus 5 is less than 0. So if we simplify, we get here x minus 5 if x is greater than or equal to 5. Negative x minus 5 if x is less than 5. So, kung mag-add tayo ng 6 plus absolute value of x minus 5, ang makukuha ngayon natin, we get here 6 plus x minus 5. Ganun lang. Magdadagdag lang tayo ng 6. Wala pong babago. X is greater than or equal to 5. Tapos dito naman ay 6 minus x minus 5 if x is less than 5. Nakuha nito class, walang mababago sa interval natin. And then, dinagdagan lang natin yung absolute value. And therefore, if we modify our function, modifying g, ano makukuha natin? We will get here, alin pinakamataas? Wala tayong na-cancel, ganun pa rin siya. So we get here x over, o factor out natin yung so x minus 4 times x plus 4 if x is less than or equal to negative 3. Anong susunod? Sa g of 2. Dito may nabago ba? Hindi natin napalitan ng itsura. Kaya ganoon pa rin. The square root of x squared plus 9 if x, sorry siya, negative, between negative 3 and 4. Okay. Tapos susunod 0 if x is equal to 4. And finally, 0 uli ay ito, 6 plus quantity na lang siya, quantity x minus 5 if okay. Ano pala no? Mas malaki sa 4. So ito, greater than or equal to 5, ito less than 5. Unahin pala natin ito. So 6 minus x minus 5 kasi less than 5 siya. Tapos, meron tayong restriction sa original natin kasi x. Pag mas malaki sa 4, ito yung kukunin natin yung functional value. So, kailangan natin i-take in consideration itong original natin. So, this one should be x less than 5, what? Greater than 4. Pero pag magpasta sa 5, ang pipili natin yung 6 plus x minus 5. If x is greater than or equal to 5. So, ito na yung modified version. By the way, isang tip nga pala, kapag sa absolute value, tapos yung absolute value, part siya ng function. Part siya ng isang piecewise function pag ganito. Pag minomodify ko siya, lagi mo natin sulat yung nest para makita niyo yung restriction. Yun, kasi kadalasan yung restriction, humahalo siya doon sa may less than. Doon siya sumasama. Okay. So, ano ang mga possible points of discontinuity natin ngayon? Possible points of discontinuity. Unlike sa first one, tinignan lang natin yung endpoints dahil na-transform natin lahat into linear or constant lang. Dito, ito lang yung na-transform natin. Meron pa rin tayong rational at radical. So we have to find kung saan naging undefined yung rational, radical, at the same time yung endpoints. So unahin mo natin yung endpoints. Ano yung mga endpoints natin? Negative 3. Saan pa? take care of those values or real numbers kung saan magiging undefined. Saan to undefined? Positive 4. Okay, nandun na. Saan pa? Negative 4. Okay, so dito, laging defined. Dito, ito naman ay, well, polynomial lang to, linear lang yan, na hindi sinimplify yung nakasulat. So we have 4 possible points of discontinuity. So we were going to test continuity at each point. Okay, unahin natin yung negative 3. So kung negative 3, ano ang f of negative 3? Okay, ano ang f of negative 3 we get here? Ano yung gagamitin natin functional values? Ay, sorry, cheap pala tayo. Okay. Ano gagamitin natin? Dahil less than negative 3, gagamitin natin yung rational. So we get here, negative 3 over negative 3 minus 4 times negative 3 plus 4. Ang sagot dito, okay? Well, we get here, negative 3 over negative 7 times 1. So we get here, 3 over 7.
So, question.
Yes.
Sa PPOD, where did we get negative 4 again?
Ano if we...
Where did we get negative 4?
Ah! Okay. Ito, una tatlo, ito yung mga endpoints, di ba? Yung negative 4, pagkatapos niyan, if you still have rational functions here, radical, yan, rational and radical, you have to look for the points wherein this function will be undefined. Okay? Undefined to kapag x equal to 4. Ayun, check, nandun na nagsulat na. Pag negative 4, undefined din siya. Pero hindi pa rin siya nagsulat, so tupasok natin yung negative 4. Okay? Ayan, any more clarifications? Now, let's continue. So, ito yun, t over 7. Ano yung susulat natin check ngayon? Limit as the limit of g of x as x approaches 3 from, negative 3 from the left. So this one is equal to, ano gagamitin natin functional value ng x? So negative 3 from the left, we're going to use yung rational x over x minus 4 times x plus 4 as x approaches negative 3 from the left. Pero dahil rational lang naman to, what we've learned, kapag limit ng rational, we can just substitute, get here, negative 3 over negative 3 minus 4 times negative 3 plus 4, and we get the same one, 3 over 7. On the other hand, ano naman ang limit ng g of x as x approaches negative 3 from the right? Ano gagamitin natin? So negative 3 from the right is square root. So this one is equal to the limit of square root of x squared plus 9 as x approaches negative 3 from the right. Now, since even ang ano nito, index nito, pero kung nasa loob, positive naman yan, pwede daw ipasok yung limit sa loob. And we will actually get here square root ng limit ng x squared plus 9 as x approaches negative 3 from the right. And what do we get? Square root of. So this one will be negative 3 squared plus 9. This would be 9 plus 9 is 18, square root of 18. But what is square root of 18? Square root of 18 is 3 square root of 2. And clearly, naman natin 3 over 7 is they're not what? Therefore, what do we have? Therefore, F has a John essential. At F is equal to okay, letter B. And X is equal to, sunod ay 4. Kung 4 naman, ano yung una? F of 4. What is F of 4? F of 4 would be 0. Ay, sorry. Bakit ba F of G na lang? G of 4 is equal to 0. Now, next, number 2. Limit of g of x as x approaches 4 from the left. Kung 4 from the left naman, anong functional value? Yung square ang gagawin natin. As x approaches 4 from the left. So, makukuha natin dito, same concept, pasok lang, i-evaluate together, square root of 4 squared plus 9. This is square root of, this one is 16 plus 9, or this is square root of 25, but this is 5. So far, hindi sila equal. So, ano yung dalawang possible cases? It can be jump, it can be removable. Ito pwede ito maging fit pa. Ibigyan pa natin ito, remove limit of g of x as x approaches 4 from the right. Kung 4 from the right naman, ano gagawin natin? Yung 6 minus x minus 5. So we get here, it's equal to limit now 6 minus x minus 5. X approaches 4 from the right. But this is just equal to, well, linear lang naman yan, so kung 6 minus 4 minus 5. But this is 4 minus 5 ay negative 1. So we get here 6 minus negative 1, but this is 7. And clearly, 5 is not equal to 7. Anong meron tayo ulit? Meron tayong jump naman. Therefore, G has a jump essential is x is equal to 4. Class, ingat kayo kapag may ilagay dito yung mga values 5, 7, 0. Dito ito yung lalagay dito. Okay, letter C. At x is equal to 5. At x is equal to 5, ano yung una? F of, G of 5 pala na. G of 5. Ano ang G of 5? G of 5 would be 6 plus 5 minus 5. This is 6. Okay, next one. Limit of g of x as x approaches 5 from the left. Kung 5 mula sa kaliwa, anong functional value na gagamitin? We use here limit of 5 from the left, 6 minus x minus 5. As x approaches 5 from the left. Pero dahil ina-approach pa lang naman ito, equal. So basically, all you have to do is polynomial to evaluate 6 minus 5 minus 5 to get 0. Now, from the right naman, limit of g of x. Oo nga naman, bakit is 0 yan? This is 6. G of x of okay. X approaches 5 from the right. Ano gagamitin natin? Limit of 6 plus x minus 5. As x approaches 5 from the right, we get here. Actually, mawapar natin 6 minus 5 minus 5, we get here 6. So, dahil equal to, these two are equal. Anong conclusion natin ngayon? Limit of g of x as x approaches 5 is equal to 6. And finally, ang third one, ang f of 5 ba equals sa limit ng g of x as x approaches 5. This is yes. At dahil satisfy na itong criteria, what do we conclude? Teka lang, sorry class. G pala tayo. G is continuous at x is equal to 5. Okay. Finally, yung huli-huli, negative 4. At x is equal to negative 4. G of negative 4, what is the value? Kung negative 4, saan natin i-evaluate? Dito. So pag i-evaluate mo negative 4, you get here, negative 4 over negative 4 minus 4 times negative 4 plus 4. But what do we get here? This would be negative 4 over 0. Okay class ha? Pag ganito nag-evaluate, hindi nyo kailangan lagyan ng plus or minus dito. Nag-evaluate talaga tayo ng exact value. But this one is negative 4 equals 0. Hindi rin pili ng sagot dito ay pag-infinite, nag-limit tayo. Okay. Number 2. Second one. Limit of g of x as x approaches negative 4 from the right. Ay, left na. Negative 4 from the left. Ano gagamitin natin? Ito pa rin. So we get here. Negative part. So we get here limit from negative 4 from the left. So this one, x over x minus 4 times x plus 4. As x approaches negative 4 from the left. So kung negative 4 from the left, ano makuha natin? This would be negative 4 over negative 4 minus 4 times negative 4 is 4. Ano ang numerator? Negative 4. Yung denominator, negative 8. Tapos ito ay 0. Okay. Ito na yung point na mag-decide na kayo kung plus or minus kasi hindi na. Dito, hindi na kailangan mag-decide. Now, what will be this one? Plus or minus? Kung negative 4 from the left, pili kayo ng number, negative 5. So kung negative 5 plus 4 yan, that would be a negative. So ito ay negative. So you have here a negative, and a negative. We get here negative infinity. So, dahil may negative infinity tayo, ano sinabi? Kailangan lang ng isa. So, isa lang, hindi mo na kailangan yung negative 4 from the right. Basta may isa lang na maging infinity na meron tayo. Therefore, G has an essential, as an infinite essential discontinuity. Okay. In fact, like, wala na tayong pakialam dito eh. Ito na yung pakialam natin. Okay? Pero movable ba tayo? Wala. Dalawang jump, isang continuous, isang infinite. Dahil wala tayong movable, hindi natin kailangan i-redefine yung function. Any question? So, para makita kayo ng infinite essential. Clarification? Di ba tayo gusto mag-indicator pa tayo yung mga gusto sa pag-view?
Sir, modify the endpoints na talaga yung TPO yung passport points out.
Yung nakalagay sa ano natin, sa notes, yung kung saan, kung yung mga endpoints at the same time, yung mga rational or radical kung saan sila define. Tapos kung meron kang GIF, kung saan magiging integer, kung ano yung mga excess na magpapa-integer doon sa GIF. Okay. Ganun din kapag may absolute value. So far naalala niyo sa limit theorems natin at continuity theorems, meron tayong limit ng sum ng limit ng products ng limits, limit ng quotient ng limits. Sa continuity meron din, pag continuous yung dalawang function mo, yung sum nila continuous din. Pag continuous yung dalawang function mo din, yung product nila continuous din. Ganun din pag quotient. Now, may isang operation pa when it comes to functions. Yung tinatawag natin, composition of functions. Yun yung naiwan, so ito na ilalagay na natin siya. Sabi dito, if the limit of g of x as x approaches a is equal to b, and if the function f is continuous at x is equal to b, dito sa value na yan, then, pag consider mo ngayon yung composition nila, kung yun yung limit na yan, ito, pwede mo isulat dito, notation lang yan. Ibig sabihin lang daw, kapag continuous si f, may limit na dito, pwede mo pagpalitin si f at yung limit. Or sinasabi nila, ipasok mo na yung limit sa loob kapag continuous si f. And at ang limit naman ito ay equal sa b. So you will get your f of b. So, kung yung limit nun, after mo yun, yung value na yun, i-substitute mo dito para makuha yung value natin ng limit ng composition. And finally, ito limit, dito naman continuity. If the function g is continuous at x equal to a, and the function f is continuous at g of a, then yung f circle g continuous din siya sa x is equal to a. Remark, the theorem will still holds if x approaches a is replaced by x approaches a from the right, the left, x approaches infinity, or x approaches negative infinity. By the way, class, remark lang walang concept ng x approaches infinity from the left, from the right, and wala rin tayong concept ng x approaches negative infinity from the left, from the right. Malaking real numbers na yan, so it doesn't make sense to talk about left or right ng positive or negative. Example. Okay, let h of x be equal to absolute value of x squared minus 3x plus 6. Letter A. Ano ang limit ni h of x as x approaches negative 1? Okay. So ano meron tayo dito? We have h of x, absolute value nito. What we can do is, we let g of x to be equal to x squared minus 3x 6. Tapos, f of x naman natin ay equal sa absolute value of x. So, ano mangyayari ngayon? Ang limit ng h of x ngayon ay as x approaches negative 1 equal lang sa limit ng, well, composition na talaga lang. F of g of x as x approaches 1. Now, ano masabi natin about the absolute value function? The absolute value mula din sa theorem natin na kahapon. The absolute value function is continuous everywhere. So dahil continuous ang absolute value function everywhere,